Pisces, hi, it's Lisa. I am here to do mid-December 2022 general reading. Hope everybody's doing alright. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for popping in. I hope you will enjoy it and you'll come back and see me again. And for those of you who have been here before, I really appreciate it. It means a lot. Alright, what can we tell Pisces for the middle of December 2022? What does Pisces need to know for the middle of December 2022? Alright, we got the Page of Cups, the Six of Cups, move this over, the Ten of Cups, Queen of Staffs, the Page of Coins, and the Hierophant. All right, let's see what we can see from this, and then I'll clarify with another deck, and we'll pull an oracle card at the end. Starting out with the Page of Cups. This is the energy of maybe relationship possibilities. It could be a romantic relationship. Platonic doesn't have to be romantic, but it's almost like you're looking, I feel like you're looking for something in a person, or it could be even in a creative outlet, something that you really enjoy. Something you really enjoy creatively, you want to be able to, maybe start something new that way. There's possibilities. But what you really are looking for is maybe time with family, time with old friends, people you haven't seen for a while. So I don't know if that's like falling on top of each other. Maybe like where you want to go be with people you haven't seen, and you want to be with your family, and you're having like nostalgic memories about people, and you're thinking about them as in a relationship you were in. And that's what you're remembering back, and that's what you're thinking about. But then I have with this Ten of Cups. Is it possible that you're afraid that you'll never find your Ten of Cups? And that's really any way that it actually would be to you. Ten of Cups is not always the couple with the kids and the dog and the fence. It's not always that. It's whatever you feel your Ten of Cups is. So I'm wondering if you're, at this point, feeling like you're never going to get your Ten of Cups. Now you have this Queen of Staffs energy. And this is probably just somebody that in your environment, close friend, relative, just somebody that, you're around. Again, man or woman, anybody that you might have, just, they got your back, basically. This feels like they got your back. Now this Page of Coins. I'm wondering if maybe you've been looking for something, like a new financial opportunity, you've been looking for some kind of way to make new money, and if that's what the creative part of this is, maybe you're thinking, oh, maybe I could sell some of my artwork, I could sell some of my songs, my poetry. And I don't think it's happened for you for a while. If you were actually ever looking into that, if that's the kind of thing you're trying to do, it wasn't working for you. And maybe you're really looking into a way that you can make it work. Now that doesn't have to be, that's not going to be everybody. But there also might be people, maybe you're looking for a job that you really like and you haven't been able to find it. This could actually, and if it's not a thing, if it's a person, it could be somebody that you might have had some kind of bad energy with. Maybe, I don't know, for whatever reason, you weren't getting along. They're not, there's not somebody that you get along with, or if you both don't want to be around each other. They could be younger than you. They don't have to be. They might just have a younger mindset. And if it was something that you, about them, for whatever reason, maybe you think they're immature. However you're feeling about them right here. But they don't, it's almost like you never got along with them or something, if that's the case. And then we have this Hierophant. Now this could be all, if you're thinking about getting in something in spirituality, this could be, the way of thinking, very conservative type of thought. It could be if you're, going back to school, could be education, could be anything, like if you were going into some kind of counseling, not necessarily for your counseling, but if you are in counseling, whether you work that way or you go. But yeah, just very inside the box thinker. It could be marriage. If maybe you were, maybe there's somewhere along the line there's a wedding coming up. All right, let's see. Let's get, clarify this. I can speak. Clarify with this, and then we'll find out what we can find out. All right. What's the Page of Cups here for Pisces? Why is the Page of Cups here for Pisces? December. Middle of December 2022. Got the Page of Swords, the Six of Wands, and the Seven of Coins. All right, so there's new ideas going on in your head about something. And I feel like you might have, you might have got a reward for something. I was saying with the creative, whatever creative was in your head, and your skill, whatever talent you have. You may have been rewarded in the past with it, and you knew that if you worked on it and you put more effort into it, you had new ideas of possibly, making it grow. And if that resonates, what about the Six of Cups? What about the Six of Cups? Let me tell you the Six of Cups. Temperance, the Page of Cups, and the Four of Wands. All right, that's almost, we're thinking about possibly building either a relationship or creative project in that sense. And around the family, around whatever you were thinking of, like I said, older friends, back in your childhood, how your family all got together. This always reminds me of the stability card, even though it could represent, it could represent a little celebration. Maybe that's what you're thinking, the family's going to get together for a little celebration. Or been with the time of year, I guess it's possible, all things going on, and you're just looking for, you want it to be a nice mix. You want things to go very smoothly. All right. And I wonder if that Page of Cups is still could be a relationship, could be about the creativeness. Right. see. What about this Ten of Cups? Why does Pisces not think Ten of Cups is never going to happen for them? Well, we got the Ten of Wands, the Eight of Swords, and the Six of Swords. That's interesting. I feel like, is it possible you might have felt that the Ten of Cups to you, the way you felt about it, was a lot of responsibilities. It's a lot of burdens. And you may have felt trapped in that idea. And I don't know if you ever were married before, or you ever had that family, or that Ten of Cups, or that responsibility, that thing where, you know, people depending on you because you're in that tight family situation where you are like responsible for others, and so I don't know how that works. But so now I was thinking that you thought maybe you never thought you were going to get your Ten of Cups. Did you have it and not want it? Did didn't it not work out for you? You felt trapped. You felt like you needed to, you know, move away from it. It was just too much. Oh, that makes me wonder about this now. So if you were thinking back, because if you know everybody's going to be getting together, I'm wondering if you're just not sure how things will go because you're not in that situation anymore. Well, what about this Queen of Staffs? Let's see if we can find that out. Okay, we got the Ten of Coins. Queen of Wands again, all right. And the Seven of Cups. So whoever that person is to you, I feel like they are the ones who shows you that there's choices, there's options, there's things you can do to make things work. I think they are very conscientious of what, you know, they are able to help you with and how you can handle things with them. And I don't know if they have a lot of money, but I think this is more of what they have to offer as in advice, as in, you know, working with what information you have or the options that you have. I feel like that they're just like very confident with that. It's like the value of their friendship, which is very good. What about this Page of Coins? This Page of Coins. I'm kind of curious about this guy. Ace of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Hangman. Feels like this might have been something that maybe a decision was made. You know, you had to make a decision, and with this Ace of Swords, it's a double-edged sword, regardless of how, depending on how it's used, you know. And you might have had maybe you were accepting, maybe there's consequences and actions that were around whoever this is, you know, and you had to, like this Queen of Swords energy, very clear boundaries, you know, very cut and dry, very direct. So I feel like you might have had, you know, a situation with them, however that worked out, and you had to just accept the consequences of how it worked out with them. I don't know if you cut them out of your life with the sword, because that's what the Queen of Swords does too. So if you were representing yourself as that, they will cut people out of your life. Basically, you might have cut them out of your life, or her, and there's could have been a consequence to it, and maybe that's what you're feeling about that. Maybe you're afraid you're going to run into them. Maybe you're not looking to see them. Well, then what about this Hierophant? Tell me about this Hierophant. The Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Swords, and the Six of Cups. All right, well, it feels like your fortunes are changing. But it really depends on how things are going, so it's not like whether it's, I always try to think of it as towards the better, but with this Three of Swords and the Six of Cups, I feel like there's something around maybe your family, maybe your old friends, loved ones. I don't know if this guy does represent marriage in this situation, but I almost feel like if you have been on a cycle revolving around whatever this issue was, this person, the way you handle it, if you run into them, wherever you're going to be, however you're going to be, it depends on how you handle it, whether your fortune's going to keep you on the top of the wheel or your luck's, what I mean? It's a karmic wheel. It's literally a karmic wheel. So you have to have good stuff out, and that way you can get good stuff back in, regardless of whatever they may or may not have done. So I think with that, I just feel like you're afraid of getting hurt, possibly. And again, I don't know if this was a marriage and it didn't work out, and they suck, and you don't want to be around them. I don't know how that works out, but it just feels like you could end that wheel. You could, go back and go into a new cycle, but it's going to depend on how maybe things go between the two of you, or with everybody, not even between the two, but with everybody. With whoever you're going to be running into this month. All right. Well, that's pretty specific, but I kind of got it. It's just a matter of, hopefully your wheel will spin in good direction. All right. Well, let's see. What do you need to release? The waning moon. Well, I guess with the moon, we're always trying to figure out what we're going to get rid of. When the moon is new to full. And when it gets to this waning moon time, what do you need to release? What energies, what feelings, what beliefs, what is it that you need to release to free yourself? Because you can't get anything new in if you still have too much, if you're carrying too much baggage or not making amends with certain things. You need to be able to push it out. And then there's nothing is set in stone, and that's a mutable moon. And yeah, basically you don't know how this is going to turn out until you're there and going through it and doing it. Oh, I wish you luck. All right, Pisces, I hope everybody enjoys the reading. If you can give me a thumbs up or subscribe, I would appreciate it. It'll help people help people see the video with more thumbs ups. And I will be seeing you guys in a couple weeks. Thank you. Have a good one.